Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's trait is called ethar. Ethar. The closest translation will be favoring others over yourself, putting others before you, being selfless. Is it mentioned in the Quran? Yes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Hashr, He praised the Ansar who favored the Muhajirin over themselves. We all know that the Ansar are the ones who welcomed Rasulullah ﷺ and all the Sahaba that came from Mecca to Medina. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about them, وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. And they used to favor others over themselves even though they are themselves extremely hungry. There was a man came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and he asked him that he needs to eat, he's hungry. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked all his houses if there's any food. And believe it or not, my beloved brothers and sisters, all the houses of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam answered, we only have water. The houses of the best man that ever walked this earth does not have any food. So he asked one of the Ansar to feed this hungry man. And the man went home and asked his wife if he has any food. She said, all that we have is the food for the children. So he said, Rasulullah ﷺ brought me this guest and we want to honor him. So turn off the lights and let's pretend that we are eating, and take care of the guest. So they invited the guest and they turned off no light, and they pretended that they are eating also, so the guest can be full. Subhanallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed these ayat to Rasulullah ﷺ to tell him about the action of this man and his wife. Allah praised them himself. Even though they are hungry, they favored the guest over themselves. This is ethar. Many stories from the companions of Rasulullah ﷺ about the ethar. For example, one time, one of the Sahaba, Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma, he was gifted a head of a sheep. So he gave it to another Sahabi because he was very hungry. So when the other Sahabi got that head, he told his son, you know what, our neighbor haven't eaten for 3 days. Go give it to my neighbor, to our neighbor. So he went to the neighbor and gave it to him. The neighbor also said, you know what, to his son, go give it to the other neighbor because they haven't eaten in 5 days. Subhanallah. Long story short, the head kept on turning until it came back to the Abdullah ibn Umar. Subhanallah. This is how they treated each other. This is how great their manners were. And the famous story of ethar that happened with Umar radiallahu anh and our mother Aisha radiallahu anha. When he was on his deathbed, he sent his son to ask Aisha if she can give him the permission to be buried next to his beloved Rasul and his best friend Abu Bakr. And we all know that she have saved that spot for herself. So he went and asked her. She said, absolutely no problem, Umar can take that spot. Can you imagine? She favored her burial spot next to her father and next to her husband, and she gave it to Umar radiallahu anh. This is the peak of ethar. And the best ethar, my beloved brothers and sisters, that we should practice on a daily basis is to have ethar of Allah's orders over our desire. Have ethar, favor Allah's orders over our desire. My sister, your desire is to leave the house, with your hair uncovered and dressed whatever you want. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered you to leave dressed decently. So you favor Allah's order over your desire. My brother, your desire is to make a lot of money by selling maybe something haram that is not allowed. But Allah told us and ordered you to only deal with halal. So you favor Allah's order over your desire. Every day, every single day, me and you are faced by the challenge of getting up for Fajr. Allah's order is to get up and pray. He said, as-salatu khayrun min al-nawm. Prayer is better than sleeping. And our desire is saying sleeping is better than desire. So I do ethar, even though I'm desperate, especially in these days when the Fajr is too early. My nafs, my desire is telling me sleep and rest. And Allah said, no, now, specifically now, salat is better than sleeping. So this is the daily ethar that we go through. And similarly, we have ethar with others. For example, you're about to do something and it's very important for you, but you favored someone because he's in need. He told you, come help me move, even though you had something. So you favored that person over yourself. When we are asked, for example, to give some clothing to others, that they are in need. So what do? Most of the time we go and we look at the clothing, the shirt, the pants that has stains, that has holes, and we give them away. No, next time, remember this class, ethar. Favor that person over yourself and give them something that you love yourself. Let's practice ethar in these 9 days, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the people who listen and apply. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.